All right, guys. Welcome. Welcome one. Welcome all. Have we got some business to get down to? By the way, these Google Buds are really, really cool. I didn't like them at first. Kind of got used to the iPhone headsets. Just to make sure this is working here. All right. Guys, you're on Ebony Republicans. Please tell a friend, tell a friend. We're going to share this real quick. So, guys, bear with me. Go get you some wine or some coffee or whatever you're going to get. Get you some cheese or crackers. Just take a moment, sit down. Guys, today we're going to be talking about Mauricio Sulaiman. Now, according to Wikipedia, this guy was born in December 30th. He just had a birthday, 1969, as a Mexican businessman. Okay, now he's over one of the earliest and oldest boxing committees, the WBC. Just so you guys understand, back in the day, like anything else, the NFL, basketball, hockey, you name it, black folks had to kind of, make sure that they were getting a fair shake. So other sanctioning body was created and supposed to be equal. So you had the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. Each are supposed to be equal but separate. However, the WBC, just like our government with checks and balances, has not been being checked and has no balance. Okay? And this is why we find ourselves in this debacle. Now, if you give me a moment, we're going to get the show started here in just a second. Good to see you all. Share this video, like and subscribe. Welcome to Ebony Republicans. As you see the banner scrolling through, make sure you Gmail me if you got anything you want to send me pertaining to the show, things that you care about, things that you want to hear as well, while I share this and let people know on different platforms and get Spotify going. Because in my opinion, I believe Mauricio Sulaiman, and in all of these sanctioning bodies, African Americans don't have a real grip. And no disrespect, 85, okay, maybe 60% of why boxing is known is because of folks like Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, etc. And you would think that African Americans have a bigger say and pull in this sport, right? No, we don't. No, we don't. And well, in my generation, I got something to say because I think he should be impeached. He's doing impeachable offenses. See, we got anybody on the goddamn lines here? Wow. All right. No cussing today. I got folks that be listening, and boy, mom could be listening. You never know. Goddamn girlfriend, government, kids. Aunts, relatives, and things like that. So let's try to keep the cussing to a minimum. But family, I really believe the WBC right now is taking liberties they have no to you. We're in a 4-belt era. And you might say, why in the devil would you need all these belts? Well, obviously, in the beginning, boxing had its issues. You guys may be familiar with Jack Johnson, and race is always in the middle of something. Muhammad Ali had to deal with it. George Foreman had to deal with it. So these sanctioning bodies were supposed to come in to have more of a balance. You know what I'm saying? But every time you look up, it's not the African American. Basically, guys, and I hate to do this. I really hate it. This is Ebony Republicans. We don't do the race bait and woke thing. Look, this has nothing to do with this black folks. But guys, we got to speak up sometimes. And it's at every turn, whether it's in government, it's always a person of color. It can never be a black person involved. You understand what I'm saying? Whether it's football, we got to keep arguing about why we don't have more black owners, more black coaches. Then you got 4 sanctioning bodies. And again, we're wondering why we don't have a complete say-so in some part of this. This is annoying. And then when you're wondering why it's turning into a WWE, because we don't speak up. We let Mauricio Sulaiman, and I was listening to a boxing channel the other day, and they kept talking about the Keith Thurman Errol Spence fight as if Spence wants to fight Thurman. Guys, we don't want to fight him at 154 or 147. Maurice is pressing us like a mobster. He's just taking liberties and pushing the other sanctioning bodies who outrank him right now in terms of their turn to have their fighters take a crack at the greatest 147-pounder of all times, Errol the Truth Spence Jr. If you don't know and you're new to boxing, go look it up. You guys probably heard of Pac-Man Pacquiao and Floyd Money Mayweather. Well, those guys are gone. Just like in Hulk Hogan and Michael Jordan, those guys are gone. Then you got LeBron James, things like that. Well, our LeBron James and Michael Jordan of boxing right now is Errol the Truth Spence Jr., whose background is African-American, Dallas, DeSoto, Texas, and Jamaica. This is Errol's background, okay? He's a mean guy. Now, in this 4-belt era, okay, you have 4 different sanctioned bodies. You got one body, one ring to rule them all. They're just taking liberties, doing things under the table that they have no business doing, and then Errol is getting blamed as if he wants to fight. Now, this Mexican businessman who's over the WBC as the president, which he needs to be impeached, he's looking out for another Hispanic guy, and he shouldn't be doing that. He should be looking out for everybody, okay? But his guy is one-time Keith Thurman, who used to be on top of the sport of boxing for the WBC. That was their guy. That was their poster child. He loses to a Filipino boxer who's a Hall of Famer by the name of Manny Pacquiao. He falls down to the bottom of the pack just about. He's on this hiatus. He's missing. Errol, the Truth Spence Jr., he's on top of the welterweight division. He's the king. He's got 3 of the belts. Now, he's supposed to be fighting against another formidable opponent that goes by the name of Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford is from Omaha, Nebraska. He's a great fighter, legendary. The 2 of these guys are going to make up the biggest fight since Muhammad Ali and Foreman, since Mayweather and Pacquiao. That's what's coming up right now. If you don't know who Spence is, you're going to find out very shortly. If people like Mauricio Sulaiman stays out of meddling in things that has nothing to do with him per se. I got to put that out there, man. And we're going to get our Spotify going. Give me, oh, doggone it. Did I just do that? You're damn right I did. Well, we're going to just have to open it back up. I'm very sick of this, guys. And I hate that they're blaming Spence for one, ducking Crawford, talking about the PBC. And, guys, and if you got something to say, why don't you bring your tail up here? Because you guys are commenting. You're seeing all of this stuff, because you can hide your hand. I don't know if these are bots. These are paid guys. Go check my videos. Look at the comments. There's all of these people who are talking to me, right? Hundreds of them. I put on a live because I want to hear from you. Crickets. We're going to get our soundboard going and our sound system so we can have a good time with you guys, because you guys are a trip. You talk all of that mess, all of that jazz, and we invite you to bring yourself up here, and you run, you hide, you have nothing to say, right? You guys don't even support these fighters. You're not going to these events. You're not going to see the fighters. You're not paying money. All you're doing is running your goofy mouths, okay? And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear what you're talking about. Now, yeah, that's right. Mauricio, we're going to get you impeached, pal. You're getting out of here, man. You have no right intervening in boxing with these other sanctioning bodies the way you're doing. And we're sick of it. Write a goddamn letter right now to Mauricio or the World Boxing Council. We want this guy up out of here. Looks like they're going to impeach Joe Biden too, guys. Them documents, they taking that serious. Now they're saying they think the Democrats want him up out of there to make room for Michelle Obama, but I don't know about all of that kind of stuff. Don't get me to lying, because I wouldn't be knowing about that. But we're almost done here, pal. We're sharing. They got old Joe Biden. They got his nuts in the slammer right now. And as I said, I'm staying out of that. I'm not getting involved with that. That's not my business. Let me tweet this out real quick, guys. Guys, welcome to the channel. How you doing? You're on with Ebony Republicans, guys. Make sure you Gmail me at ebonyrepublicans@gmail. ebonyrepublicans@gmail. And I need some water. Do you guys mind if we get some water? Just give me a second. We should have opened up the show with a nice little song for you. All right, good buddies? You doing all right? Welcome to my show. Now, I know this is not the hour when a whole bunch of people are going to be on. You know, they're at work and, you know, doing things and whatnot. But look, I don't got time to come on in the afternoon when you get off of work. Okay? So you're going to get this good message and, you know, maybe you see it later. I don't know. But nobody's got time to be playing around with you. We're going to go get some water as soon as we find. And I'm seeing a lot of stuff out there. They're saying Errol is fat. He's out of shape. Oh, my God. They got so many mean things out there. Isn't boxing turning it into a mean deal? Guys, and look, I don't get offended. You know, when you talk about the truth about what's happening in boxing, and you're mentioning Errol Spence Jr., there's so many people out here saying the craziest thing. You're an Errol sexual, you know. And this is guys. This is why maybe women, they don't get into goofy stuff like this. You know, arguing with one another, ready to kill each other over stuff that we can't even control. We don't even have real stocks in the situation. You know, women, they just they don't do goofy shit like that. It's usually just the men. Guys, give me a second here. My favorite go-to music. I'm just trying to pull it up for you. Again, guys, if we don't say something about what's happening, believe you me, it will continue. And see, women are a little bit different than us. Women is okay with this kind of stuff like that. They don't mind a little bit of ads and stuff when you go to the movie theater. You know, they don't mind a little back and forth and, you know, a little politicization and all that kind of stuff. Men, when we just want to see the damn movie. We don't pay to see the ads and all that other kind of stuff. We just want to kind of get to it, right? Give me a second. Let me get something to drink. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. turn that off. All right, guys. So let's get into this. We're ready to go. We did enough procrastinating and stalling. So here's my issue. Errol the True Spence Jr. is an amazing fighter. What makes him amazing? Many things. In his third fight as a professional, this man beats Floyd Mayweather, twice in his own gym. With 3 fights in, he comes in and beat the greatest 147-pounder before him. The one guy who made the most money out of all boxers, including Jack Johnson, put together with Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather made more money than them. Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Pernell Whitaker, all of these guys put together cannot amount to what Floyd Money Mayweather did in terms of revolutionizing boxing, financially mainly, right? So Spence comes in. Not only does he have his business together, not only does he have his acronym together, his entire promotional company. He lines himself up with Jerry Jones, a prestigious, very important, amazing businessman. Now, Maurice has been the president of the WBC, looks like, since February 11th, 2014. Now, the president of the Mexican-based World Boxing Council, which is along with the United States International Boxing Federation, the Panama-based World Boxing Association, and the Puerto Rican-based, World Boxing Organization. All of these are Latino-based sanctioning bodies. And Black folks are the ones dominating in terms of the guys who you know, who brings most people into boxing. When you go to people who don't know boxing, you say, hey, man, you know anything about boxing? They're usually going to say, no, but I know Muhammad Ali. No, but I know Mike Tyson. And you say, well, the bodies that sanction the sport with the belts are all Latin-based companies? And you wonder why things that are happening weird in the sport. Guys, I don't even know if I want to finish this live when I think about stuff like this. And this is the sad thing about it. I've never stopped to really read. Even though I knew this, I've watched videos on the sanctioning bodies. And if you get a chance to get yourself caught up, go back and look up sanctioning bodies in boxing. When were they instituted? What were they there for? How this, and you'll see how this plays alongside race, how this played alongside with opportunity for different peoples, how other fighters in other parts of the world were able to come in and interact, and how this whole thing came together. But unfortunately, you'll see how, again, boxers who you know the most, even when you know you got a husband or boyfriend or friend or uncle, they into this boxing, guys throwing gloves, you a woman, you praying into church and, into work and everything. And they got their friends over and they're watching pay-per-view. You don't know who's in there. What guy are you with, husband? Oh, I'm with the blue side. And the other one, who are you with, husband? I'm with the red side. Okay, I'm with those guys, right? But we know about the boxing sport a little bit, and a lot of women know about it again. But again, guys, this is what is wrong with the sport of boxing. We got to start with the root. Now, Errol Spence Jr. does not want to fight one-time Keith Thurman. He's almost out on his way out the door and almost a has-been, okay? But Mauricio Sulaiman, okay, who has this Mexican, they call him Mexican businessman. He's the administrator, okay? And he's actually taken liberties that's, I believe, not only illegal, but it's just plain flat out wrong. Now, ESPN and others, people like Stephen A, has voiced their concerns including Teddy Atlas, the great Teddy Atlas, my freaking guy, they said boxing has no oversight, no regulations, no unions, no ethic committees and boards where guys can screw you and it's no issue. Send them an email somewhere in Texas. Somewhere in El Salvador. Send them a message somewhere in Venezuela or Mexico. Oh, they'll get back to you sometime. Errol the True Spence Jr., now the boxing date has been pushed back. So now they're supposedly not fighting in April. Now, Spence never said any of this. This is propaganda and a fake boxing cartel coming up with fake news. And we, as the YouTubers and those who are intimately involved with boxing, we're spreading fake news as well. Spence never told us that he was fighting Thurman. It was the World Boxing Council and their hordes, their cartels that they use, their paid inside guys to, and including Mike Coppinger, to spread fake news. So now this is Spence Way and Man Down Promotion and Jerry with his advisory telling him, push that shit back. We ain't fighting Thurman. You're not getting the fight. So all you guys out there who are talking crazy, we don't want this fight. We are going to continue talks with Terence Bud Crawford. Let me get Crawford ass on the phone. Yeah, give me Crawford. You know how he did back in the days. Plug me in, operator. Yeah, Crawford. How much you want? Hold on. That's what Maurice is doing. Spence, how much are you willing to give this freaking guy here? Listen, champ. Yeah, okay, I'll let him know. Champ says he's willing to work with you. Yeah, of course you're the champ too. I respect you, Crawford. You're my guy. You're a good guy. But I just think Spence is going to whip you. But we'll give you that money. No, we're not going to fight Thurman. The hell with that crap. You know what Maurice is trying to do. He's trying to pull some Uncle Paulie crap, you know? He's a real guy, you know? Yeah, we got back to you. Now, this mama's boy, Mauricio Sulaiman, sitting in the basement, got a big old bowl of ravioli, calling shots, and telling the other sanctioning bodies what to do with their rankings. Now, each sanctioning body has a ranking system. They're separate but equal. Now, somebody can collect all of the belts, which Errol Spence is doing. He has 3 of the 4. He's got the WBO, he's got the WBA, and the IBF. This is unprecedented. And he's about to make history by grabbing that last belt, which is the WBC. Miraculously and conveniently, Mauricio Sulaiman is working behind the scenes to help that fight not happen. So his guy, Keith One-Time Thurman, can find his beautiful, nice, light-skinned brother, can find his way back on top of the WBC as his franchise poster child. But we're saying in Fort Worth, I should have put that up there right there. Goddamn Fort Worth. These guys know what time it is. Let's see if we can get that in there. Fort Worth. Where's it at? I will do it next time. We want you to know, you know, this is Texas and things like that. But hell, this is Fort Worth, Texas, pals. Now look, I'm gonna stick this link in the chat just in case some of you good guys want to get up here and talk crazy. So there you go. I just dropped the goddamn link. All right, boom, bingo, booyah. So if you want to tell me what you think about this, because I'm listening to other channels. No disrespect, and I believe some of you guys are being completely dishonest. And no disrespect to you, E-Thriller. You are one of the main guys who have a great polished argument for Terence Bud Crawford, and I respect it. But I believe you as well is being dishonest, and you guys are painting narratives. We live in a time in this country, especially in America, and don't act like this is just boxing, guys. Why are you taking it so serious? Listen, boxing is one of the bedrocks of America. So is baseball. It's part of our history. You know, it's part of our culture. Okay? Other people in other countries, they take shit serious. That's their culture. I guarantee you, if Nigeria, right? Or let's just say if Thailand or Nigeria started and founded boxing, best believe they would have something to say, and they would be on some of these counseling bodies. You could not just take boxing and do what you want with it. They would have this part of their culture. Shout out to young Pharaoh. What he said, I just Golden Beauty again in Sacramento. Oh man, young Pharaoh, he's tripping. He just put out there that he had sex with his baby mama. Good Lord. This kid is crazy. Guys, they're dead wrong. Yeah, we got a lot of goddamn laptops and things right here because we got to get to this. Guys, I'm calling for the impeachment of Mauricio Sulaiman. Go spread the word. This is disgraceful. Okay? And I'm also calling for Terence Bud Crawford to get a fair shake. And I'm not saying that Spence did not give him a fair shake because we have. You know, Crawford is not worth the money. So, okay, so if you guys are wondering, so why don't Spence and Crawford just fight? Well, there's a lot of middlemen, as there always is. There's a lot of politics. There's two sides of the streets here. It's always just like the Republicans and Democrats. But the problem is Terence Crawford is a great champion, just like Errol Spence. But he's not very business savvy. You know, it's like when rappers come into the industry, right? They don't worry about the lawyers. They don't make sure they get their catalog and all rights reserved. And then later, as their careers are winding down and they're broke, they're like, hey, where's my money? Where's my royalties? Did you read your contract, Chief? You ain't getting no damn royalties. You got advancement money, which you got to pay back, and that's the end of it. What? Then you got people like Jay-Z, like Snoop Dogg, okay, who come in the game and they're getting their royalties off of their first and second album. They realize that these companies are going to keep your royalties. They're going to keep your catalog if you don't get it back. Ask Prince if you don't believe me. Why do you think Michael Jackson had to fight so many times with so many of these companies who keep your rights? It's all one industry. Boxing, football, basketball. But unfortunately, boxing, you can get hurt more, obviously, so you better get your money up front. And this is not the old slave days where we got to fight 50, 60, and 80 fights just to make $10,000. Good old Negroes out there mixing it up and or whoever, you know, getting this money. The Marcus of Queensberry rules, you know. No. We want less fights and more money, okay? So I'm calling for the impeachment of Maurice. He's been in there long enough. He's been the president since what, 2014? Let's get somebody else in there. Where the shareholders at? I don't like this one bit. And then y'all are going around lying to the people, making it seem like Spence wants to fight Thurman when he clearly told you, I'm not giving this man a shot. And well, you said, well, why doesn't he fight Thurman? You know, now Thurman has one loss on his belt. And that's unfortunate. In the sport of boxing, a lot of times people don't get to redeem themselves. One loss could send you light years away from ever getting back in front of the cameras again and being the champ. It could send you all the way to the bottom, and we don't hear from you behind 10 years, 5 years go by. What happened to Thurman, guys? Oh, that nigga somewhere, he living in the projects now. What? You ever watch Unsung, right? When these rappers, you see them, no disrespect to Redman or any of them, you say, or basketball players like Deontay West, how this nigga on television in the whole NBA, and now he don't even got $30 to his name. How does something like that happen? The same way you're confused about Africa and its riches, but then you look at what is going on in the country and say, wait a minute, where the hell is the money? Same thing in the black community. You see all these folks got basketball, blues, inventions left and right, but you got ghettos. It makes no sense. Not only are we not handling our business correctly, but we're not taking charge or at least participating the way we're supposed to. And I'm not going to let y'all go around here lying to the public without at least having a doggone rebuttal. Guys, we don't want to fight Thurman. We told you that. Well, why don't he want to fight Thurman? See, boxing is a little bit different. You get about 15 minutes of fame and your ass is out of here. Unless you can keep wooing the crowd. You keep winning. Like Mayweather, he has 50-0. Now, Muhammad Ali, he has, 2 or 3 losses? What Muhammad Ali got? Tyson's got 4 or 5 losses. But Tyson was just a guy. Not everybody can lose and still be at the top of the food chain like Mike Tyson. Life after boxing, he's still rich. He's got a whole show. He's got a weed farm. He's selling. He's in a gym. He's doing things. He's on Fox News. He's very active. He's a mogul. He's bigger than just boxing. But not everybody gets to do that. The sport of boxing don't allow it. Guys, if you didn't know, you see on the screen, there's my Spotify. And we didn't even chime into Spotify. Look at this. Good Lord, what a mistake. Let me see if we can get Spotify in here. Also, my Cash App is there. Check me out. And my book as well. Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Available on Audible. Available on Kindle. And the paperback is printed right here in Coppell, Texas. We have a printery and a bindery. Got a good old deal with Amazon. Guys, if you're looking for a good book, you want to hear some good adventurous stuff, some good old sci-fi, some good old Twilight Zone and, Goosebumps and things like that. This book is for you. The sun versus the moon. Oh, yeah. Good old story. I wanted to say something, but I won't. I'll leave it alone. But I really want Mauricio Sulaiman out of here. I don't appreciate it. I don't like what's happening. It is completely disgusting. And again, if we allow this kind of stuff to continue, guys, then we're not going to be able to complain. Our ability to have a say in boxing is going to go out the window because they're going to feel if they can get away with stuff like this right under your nose. All right, guys, welcome. We got our show started already on YouTube, but peace and blessings and you amazing good old people. We got some good old water from Iceland. I've been representing water because I used to be drinking that cheap mess, putting it into my doggone body. Got no damn pH in it, huh? It's got no damn energy in there, huh? We're made up of carbon beans. We need to be drinking some good carbon crap or good stuff. Good old water produced in Europe. This ain't no toilet water. You see the 8.4? Spend a few dollars extra to get you some water. Now, I ain't going to compare waters because I ain't trying to do that. And I might reach out to these fools that might be good people as my channel grow. And if they want me to represent their water, we'll have it right down there on a banner. But I do advertise you get some damn good water. Seriously. All jokes aside, stop drinking that dollar stuff. It ain't got no minerals in it. The good Lord is probably out of somebody's faucet. So, I'm calling for the impeachment of Mauricio Sulaiman. What are your impeachment? What are the grounds for impeachment? Now, if you're listening and you want to chime in, let me see if we get this good guy. Spotify, I love you. How you guys doing? Sorry, we're just all over the place, and this is still very new to me. So let me see if we can get this good old guy here on. See what he's doing. He wants to come in here and get some going. Ooh. I'm going to explain that as soon as I get off of live. And I love you and I miss you. And the devil he's been after me. I'm so sorry that I missed the birthday. I promise I'm going to make it up. We're already talking about getting back and coming to visit. Gosh, my auntie just had a wonderful birthday and I missed it, guys. I feel like crap. I even had a ticket purchased, man. And like I said, the doggone devil has been after my behind. On God, man. It has been a situation. You hear me? I've been going through it, family. You heard? It's real talk, man. I've been really, really, really um, fighting um, some real crap, right? And I am very, very, very upset on how things did not work out the way I wanted it to. And you got to forgive me. All right, he says he's going to come in here in a second. Do your thing. Nobody rushing you. I want Maurice Sulaiman impeached. And again, if you give me a second, let me see. Mommy, my auntie, did I send her a copy of my ticket? Damn sure did. Here it goes. Just want the good old public to see that. Why the hell is my phone looking stupid like that? How did it? Jesus Christ. But he's got to get up out of here. And again, I'm going to tell you why. We have rules in the sport of boxing that cannot. There we go. Look, just so y'all know, it is real in the field. Hold on. Let's get that old screen. What the hell is the screen doing? Can y'all see that? Look at that. Look at that. And I just got smashed, bro. I was not able to get it done, and it hurt me like hell. Believe you me, you have no idea. That's to this day, bro. And then when I heard how the event went, shout out to Danielle. You goddamn girl, I give you a good old kiss. Shout out to my sister because all of us should have been there, but one of us had to be there. One member of Congress had to be in the goddamn building for this damn event. And I'm so happy that you were there. I owe you one. I love you so much, sis. Thank you for doing that, for representing for our auntie. Thank you for doing that, being in there for her birthday. That was amazing that you did that. And I love you for that. Guys, I'm getting a little bit off track. And who gives a damn? It's my damn video. I can do what I want here, pals. I'm just kidding. I love y'all. God, I gotta pay my car insurance too. Progressive, y'all should give me a check too for representing y'all. Anyway, guys, again, check out the book Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Black Women Rings Around Saturn. Make sure you go check out the book. It's free with your subscription on Spotify. On Audible. Great app to have. Okay, we also got the Kindle. All right, so make sure you go check that out. Again, that birthday is still messing with me. I missed that. It was an all black event too. Good Lord. That hurt me like the devil. But there's 4 sanctioning bodies. And again, I'm just going to put those in there so you can see. Why don't I just use my damn phone? Because I'm doing stuff with my phone. Guys, hold on a second. Let me, right now we're all over the place. Wait until I get my co-hosts so they can be doing this. They could be right here and putting the stuff in that I say, and they probably type faster than I do. So, and I could just use this. Can y'all see that in the chat? Let me just put that on the damn screen. Okay. These sanctioning bodies right here, the WBO, WBA, the IBF, and the WBC, these are all separate organizations, right? And they're supposed to be equal but separate, right? Like our checks and balance system. The WBC, because it was founded first, and it's been around a lot longer. It's been able to sometimes cut a few corners. Now, we are the shareholders in some cases. We are the people who support the sport. We are the people who pay our money. We are the people who put our heart, our mind, our blood, our sweat, and our tears into this ranking system, right? We bet money on it. People lose their houses. They go down and they place bets legally. And all of a sudden, this man can basically maneuver things because there's no council board over these sanctioning bodies. They can make things happen that they're not supposed to be doing and meddling in. But then again, if no one's watching, who gives a damn? We give a damn, especially when you are just about threatening in a nice way Errol the True Spence Jr. If he don't do what you say, you're going to stop him from making history. This is how he feeds his family. This is how he continue to put his girls through school because he has children. You understand me? He has a beautiful fiance. You understand? He has a whole farm and things like that. So look at Maurice out here playing with this man's future. You know, this is his health. This is his life. Who the hell are you, Maurice Sulaiman, to be doing things you ain't got no business doing? Huh? Guys, I got a lot of things happening. God bless America. I'm getting updates like you would not believe. I want him impeached. I'm going to just give you 3 grounds. Now, I believe, and I want to be careful and tread lightly when I say this, but when I say impeached, we don't want the man to go to jail. I mean, we're not talking about legally, that kind of crap. I don't want to go too far, right? I need a goddamn cup. You guys all right? Just give me a damn second here, pal. Goddamn New York crap, right? And we keeping the cuss words down. We're not trying to do no cuss words here, right? Goddamn Maurice, what a guy! This guy thinks he's the freaking Sopranos. This guy here, Maurice. This freaking guy. And some of you guys, I know you Bud Crawford Negroes, you Thurman guys. I see y'all. I know y'all in the building. I'm looking at you. I don't know why you don't bring yourself in here, just sitting there peeking through the curtain. Come on in here, scary cats. What you got that cup? None of your damn business. That's what's in my cup, not yours, right? Now, and I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. This channel is what, 2-3 months old, right? And it's blossoming. And they took my original channel where we was traveling all up in Europe and whatnot, all up in Africa and things like that. But boy, we was just on a Discovery Channel. And they took the channel away and just hating on Ebony Republicans. Now, I'm going to say why, because someone asked me, actually a lot of people ask, why do you use the term ebony, right? I always want to say something, but chill, right? So I can't wait to get my whole production together so I can put videos going across so you can see them instead of me explaining things. I can just show you. Well, you heard the term ebony and ivory. Have you heard of the term ebony magazine, right? So before Negro or colored or black or African American was really, 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 really accepted to use, because it was sort of derogatory to say these things, people just said ebony. He's an ebony man. He's an ebony Republican. And when you look up the term ebony Republican, in fact, I'll see if I can show you. And I got the name now. I own the name. This name actually belonged to all of black people, right? Because when you put in ebony Republicans in Google, just before I show up, because now I've just taken over the name, so I'm starting to become the most requested under there, right? So when I put in ebony Republicans, just so you can see, just take a look. All right, ebony Republicans, look what comes up. 10 facts about black Republicans. So it's a softer way of saying black. Now, the reason why I went there because they're starting to get offended when you say I'm a Black Republican or African American Republican. It kind of sounds to these people that you're some sort of extremist, right? Now, again, when you look under Ebony Republicans, and let's just say you went to videos, right? All you see that comes up are Black Republicans, right? So the term, all I wanted to do was use the term Black, if you will, but I wanted to be very easy for people to swallow and digest, so you don't think you walking into some military barracks of Black niggas, or Black Negroes, excuse me. We're this close to being monetized, so I want to be very, 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 very careful. It has been a journey back, and I was so discouraged when they took my channel, and now that the channel is taken off, and our views are through the doggone roof, family. Our shorts, our live videos is making its way up there, but our other regular videos, 10,000 views and 8,000 and 5,000, and we moving. To be a channel that only has 800 and something subscribers, to have tens of thousands of views and hundreds of thousands of views, we're moving. And just so you guys don't mind, guys, I'm gonna be having my screen running things, slides across the screen. Just give me a second. I'll be busy doing so many things, guys. It is so difficult for me to sit here and start editing and doing all this kind of things, but I'm gonna get that ready for you. Mauricio Sulaiman, we're gonna get his tail impeached. Believe you me, we're gonna get his ass up out of, get his buns up out of here. Okay, we're trying not to cuss and be respectful. So I'm gonna just show you. So when you go to my About Me, as you can see, the channel was only since February. Where is it? Make sure you can see that nice and good. So since February the 6th of 2022. So what we ain't talking about? We talking about next month will be 1 year. The channel ain't been up a year, and I haven't even used the look how many views we got within a year. Okay, damn near on our way to 250,000. So with such a small subscription, we going through the roof, right? But let me just, before we get up out of here, let me just give you why. And let me actually put that in there. I want Mauricio Sulaiman impeached. All right. Let me see if we can go to where we at. I want him gone. I don't want people over boxing that's behaving like this. We got to get this guy up out of here. We got to get him out of here. He's got to get up out of here. We want this guy gone. Real talk. And I want you guys to come in, please. Y'all, man, y'all be full of crap, man. Y'all be talking all this mess about Bud Crawford and all this stuff. And thank you guys for the likes. We got 8 likes in the building while we're live. I appreciate that. Let's get 9, 10 likes. Let's get these likes up. I want him gone because I believe he's breaking the rules. In a court of public opinion as well, I believe he's breaking the rules. I also believe Maurice is showing favoritism. And I believe this is why we have these other sanctioning bodies to prevent things like this. Because there's even some people in other countries who feel that African Americans or Mexicans, they get choice privilege, and it's not fair. So these sanctioning bodies were supposed to be there to make sure that they, just because they're in Cuba or just because you're in Czechoslovakia, that you're going to get a fair shake. You get a chance and a crack at these world champion belts. That was supposed to be the idea. Thank you, guys. We got 11 likes in the building. We got all of these folks coming through the channel, viewing and running. And then the moment the video is done, they'll run in the chat and they'll have all these things to say. Now, I'll give it to you. The live has just started, okay? And we're coming in live at an hour where people are still at work. I respect that and I understand that. Also, I just started to do lives. That's why I only got about 4 or 5 videos up. So I do understand that. A lot of people don't know that I'm doing lives, and they always usually come and say, Ebony Republicans, I'm really sorry. I didn't know that you was on live. So yes, I get it, right? But when I put out my other videos, man, these boys, we talking about hundreds of them. They come in and they arguing with me, right? And they're the ones who are helping my channels get to the 5,000s, the 3,000s. We got tons of them, 10,000s and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And again, we shot out, and we finna go by the end of this, before this month's end, I will be monetized. I will be my first 1K, and then we're going to take off from there, because people keep telling me, we want your content. We love your content. Guys, I also got another channel I want to tell you about, which is my promotional company, and also my editing company. Okay. My authorship is called Clyde, Yorkshire. Let me put that up there for you goddamn guys. Put that up there. So you got to, because I want you to check me out. CLYDE. Yeah. I got to get myself together. Get a goddamn better chair too. Now, I say Clyde, Yorkshire, but it should be Clyde, Yorkshire, if you're going to say it correctly the way the Europeans say it. But this is the name of my company. Wait, what is your name? It depends what day of the week. That's why I own these names. I go downtown to own them. So legally, I can tell you my name is Ebony. Or my name is Ebony Republicans. Or my name is Clyde or Clyde, Yorkshire. These are my legal names. I own them. Just like I own my other name, Hezekiah. It's my name. Right? I own it. Anyway, listen. So go check out my book, or check out my YouTube channel too. That's where I'm going to be talking about just my life and things like that. Just different adventures that I went on. So the channel that they just snatched from me, I'm going to attempt to sort of recapture that again, because I had all kinds of stories on there, family. Oh, good Lord. We had videos in Ethiopia, videos in Egypt, in Kenya. We had all kind of stuff, and they snatched the channel because I guess I was talking too reckless. Negro, need to close your mouth sometimes. You can get yourself in no trouble. So, guys, before we shut this down, and thank you for my new subscription. Let me see who just subscribed. Give you a goddamn shout out there, buddy. Give you a goddamn shout out. Right? Okay, it doesn't show me just yet. But we just got picked up another subscriber. Des Cola. What's up, boy? My man Roy Dixon. What's going on? Come on in the building, guys. Stop being scared. Anybody going to mute you or block you or push you out? Lucius, what's going on, baby boy? God, my daggone daughter. Okay. Phil Buffington is my new subscriber. Thank you, Phil. And if young Pharaoh's listening, somebody tell his ass to shut up. Keep your business offline. Your damn baby mama, Negro. Shut up. I didn't want to hear that shit. I taught that kid, by the way. And I mean, he's a big shot. He's a big guy. He's a big nigga. Big Negro, excuse me. I got to watch, because I'm this close to getting monetized. Y'all not finna do me dirty. Because I'm telling you, boy, they got their eyes on old Hezekiah. Listen, I'm going to say this one thing and I'm going to get off. When I came back from Egypt, when I came back from overseas, let me have a drink. You guys okay with that? Shout out to my Aunt Michelle. I love you so much. I'll do my best to make it up. I come back in the country, guys, right? And I'm having a good time, I'm living my life. I'm not worried about relationships and all this other kind of stuff. I'm not going to wait till I get a rap deal or a book deal or, get my damn tax returns to travel. I travel when the hell I want to travel, right? Well, the FBI wanted to pull me over. Hey, come here, nigga. I'm Negro. What's going on? Let me see your phone. They took my phone, seriously. And right when I came, my point of entry into the country, going, oh, there's a lot of conscious pictures here. What's this Egypt stuff here? What's this Black Power? And I wasn't on that Black Power stuff. It was just me, just like doing a Black love thing, Anyway, what they wanted to know, where have you been? Where you been traveling to? And things like that. And it was very disturbing and very troubling to me. And that they were watching me. And, what did I do? I'm not saying nothing crazy online or whatnot. So I'm not even considered in the industry or a rapper. But did y'all know that the FBI, which are good people, I support law enforcement, big time, military, I'm that guy. They had me misunderstood, and I had to tell them. You can ask my baby mama. I won't lie to you. They came to her first. They couldn't find me. Hey, we need to talk to this guy. So she contacts me and the FBI. We sit down at Starbucks. I chose a location. I got stocks in Starbucks. These are my friends. Let's have a seat there, guys. One of them looked down and he saw my Masonic tattoo and he goes, we might want to keep it moving there, buddy. Anyway, I'm just having a good time. Guys, please come in. If you got something to say, don't start talking crazy when I get off and go about my business. And you're like, yeah, Terence Crawford, yeah, Keith Thurman. Say something while I'm here so that people can hear you. Because they don't believe that you crazy guys be saying crazy stuff, all right? So anyway, we sit down. We have about a half an hour conversation. And, it turned out pretty good. It wasn't, nothing crazy or not. But I knew for months that they were following me, they were trailing me, they were keeping up with me, monitoring my cable bills, my phone bills. They were just monitoring me because, no disrespect, when you are pretty informed and enlightened, you're not the average, whatever, then they take a look at you. But so anyway, that all took care of itself. So I just wanted to share that. So like I said, I've been having a hard time, man. And I've been out doing the right thing and, building myself and stuff like that. So again, when you start filing paperwork and getting different names and that you're supposed to, wealth and all kind of stuff and traveling the doggone world and having a look around Africa and living in the Middle East. I lived 2 years in Dubai and, what this nigga doing? Who you work for? Who you pay for? Now, the Italians took care of me very well when I was a kid. That's why I talk like that. I love pizza and sauce, right? Because the Italians treated me good. And I write about it in my book, how the Italians treated me and stuff like that. So if you think that you're going to get a book about me just talking about, hey, do this and do that. No, you get a whole story. You get a whole adventure, sci-fi monsters and dinosaurs and, reptilians and, the moon fighting the sun and they're arguing. You get the whole 9 yards. A good deal. You go underwater and you find out about the, different things, So we had a good time writing that book and we're about to drop part 2, right? And then part 3 will follow up. So we got a lot of good things. But I want Mauricio Sulaiman out of here. He's got to go. And this is what we should do more of that. We should start to get our guys in there. And I don't mean black. I mean people who's going to follow the rules of the sport of boxing. They're not going to maneuver behind the scenes to keep the guy who they like, or because of his skin color, or he's a Boricua, or he's a Mexicano, or he's a Negro, or he's a Nigerian, or he happens to be, a Venezuelan. We got to have people who respect the sport and call it straight down the middle. It's already enough that the sport is mainstream, but it doesn't operate like other sports. So we have to take care of our sports. And I want you, the viewer, the listener, to understand one simple, tiny little thingy. And that is that boxing is very different. And there are people who are not being regulated. Okay? And we just got women boxing moving up, right? Through Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, and all of them. Muhammad Ali's daughter, right? They've been advocates for boxing. Guess what? I guarantee you women's boxing have more leverage than we do in about a year or so. You know why? Because women are engaged. They're going to complain about this. They're going to complain about that. They're going to want all of the benefits that comes associated. They're going to want transparency. They're going to start fighting for their rights. Same thing with women's basketball. Men, we don't care about that. Just put the gloves on and get in there and fight that Negro. Get in there and fight that Latino guy. Get in there and fight that Russian and leave it like that. But there's people like myself and others who've been in the sport for so long. This is part of our American history. This is like apple pie, right? This is like a hamburger, a hot dog. This is like a slice of pizza. Just like a taco is part of Mexico. You can't give that to the Arabs and everything. It's Mexican stuff here. You know, you can all have a taco, but this is part of their culture. Boxing is like the taco. This is how guys express ourselves. This is how we get together in gatherings. This means something to us. This is our religion for some of us. Okay? We've been a part of this for years. Some of us have spent thousands and thousands of hours. Some of us got divorced over boxing because we're always in it. And we got whole families that, you know, and some of us, we make our living. We pay our bills off of boxing. We have every right to have something to say about it. Wouldn't you agree? Now I'm going to give you 3 basic areas, and I'm going to get the hell out of here because these guys are scared to come in here and have something to say. It's scared. So my first reason is meddling. I want Mauricio gone for meddling. And people are talking about this. When you look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. Fanon, everybody's talking about it. You know, Boxing Ego, how the WBC miraculously and magically moved Amanda Stanionis, who was the mandatory, because they can take turns, you know, no disrespect. You guys know anything about polygamy? If you do, you know, and you're Muslim or you know anything about it, usually the wives get separate houses and they get certain nights with their husband, right? So Monday is for Khadijah, Wednesday is for Jasmine, you know, Thursday is for Shaquana, and Friday is for Ebony, right? And Ebony takes the liberties and takes the days from the other girls. They got an issue. We got a problem here. This division now, this problems. And that's what's happening. Mauricio, who has nothing to do per se with these other bodies, are maneuvering their rankings, not his own, their rankings. So the WBA, it was its turn to have their fighter go up against. Now you can pay people step aside money, but that's not exactly what happened. The WBA was up with Amanda Stanionis, right? He's trying to feed his family. This is a guy here. The WBO goes, hey, get this guy out of here. You go fight Virgil Ortiz. Really? First thing we said was, okay. Well, the IBF is up next. Hey, it's Maurice, you know, Soprano. Hey, get this guy out of here. You go and fight that guy. What's his name? Karen? He went to go fight Karen. Really? No, I'm not kidding. Right? So, oh, shucks. Well, he's out the way. Thurman, get out there. Thurman, you're going to fight Spence. Spence already told us I'm not fighting him. Because when I was low, when I was nobody, you wouldn't give me a shot. You wouldn't give me a shot at anything. Right? You wouldn't even mention me. Now I'm the guy. I'm on top of the world. I'm a celebrity boxer. And now you've lost your belts. You're looking rusty. You got beat by Manny Pacquiao, the legend. And you ain't had no good fight since. You broke, eating canned foods and everything. And now you want Spence, the champ, to come in and give you a shot. And we said no. So you go get the sanctioning body who love you and you're their poster child. They're going to force, order, and sanction Spence, you fight Thurman. But no, I got other things in front of that. Not anymore. And we sat there and all of us said, just go look at every boxing channel that you watch. We all said, how could they do that? But then within 48 hours, we let it go because I want to see him fight Thurman too. Everybody does, you know. He's one of the last of the Mohicans of the old generation around the Mayweather-Pacquiao area. Yeah, let's Spence whoop his tail. But we're not going to have some guy come in and muscle us like he's negotiating garbage contracts and for taxis and whatnot. You know, tough guys shaking us down, you know. Oh, union guy, you know. a real tough guy, racketeering, and hey, I want my money in order to keep your place running. You have it here. Uncle Paulie said so. That's how he's acting. Now, he's not Italian, even though, we know for years Italians ran the sport of boxing for years, or at least helped with the promotion, And I'm somewhat of a black Italian. I love the Italian culture. A lot of Italians raised me. I'm an Italian guy. I love Italy. In fact, that's one of the next places I'm going. I'm going to go to the motherland. I'm going to go see the Sicilians. I'm a freaking black Sicilian. You know what I mean? Young Hoffa. That is actually my name, by the way. I'll put that up there. Everybody got their name out there. I got to add something to it. I can't just say Hoffa. Too easy. Say it. But, yeah, check out the name. Jimmy Hoffa. Huh? Yeah. That's what I go by. In fact, I'm writing a book. And you're going to hear, in my next book, you'll hear a little bit about Hoffa. Great guy. And I was part of Local 295 for many, many years, just so you know. So, again, I want Mauricio gone. And I hope you join me in cleaning up the sport of boxing. And it's going to start with the sanctioning bodies. We'll make our way to the promotional companies, which is Top Rank. We'll get those guys straightened out. They're doing good, right? Because I'm a Top Rank guy. We're going to make our way next to the PBC, right? Clean them up, okay? Because they got a lot of nonsense going on here. A lot of boxes have been on the shelf, all right? Ron BK, what's up, baby Paul? How you doing? He said, keep doing your thing. Support you 100. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes, we're on our way. I think we're going to even do another show later this evening where everybody is available. Everybody's out. I do appreciate you, Ron. Real talk. Because the sport of boxing, I'm hearing all of the complaints. When you fall, always come back stronger. Thank you so much, man. And yo, I'm going to tell you, when they took that channel, that shit hurt it. I put blood, sweat, and tears into that that channel. And I'm also say this is why they took the channel from me too. I was a young black male not needing YouTube money. That was the difference with me. I wasn't just sitting in my corner making videos. I already had established myself in terms of I had, business and my business cards up. There was videos of me in my actual office, my studio, printers everywhere, and, opening a whole business store, you know what I mean? In Egypt, in Ethiopia, in Germany. The channel was dope. Before the Passport Brothers got together and they were going overseas to take wives and figure out other things like that, I was already doing it. Before Young Pharaoh and Polite was in Dubai, I was already living there when Polite came to visit. I was an actual resident. Well, you can't be a resident. Well, yes, you can. I was an actual resident and an expat in Dubai living there. So no disrespect, and I'm not trying to throw shots at YouTube, but I feel because I was doing that, it gave me a lot of credibility where people who had way more views than me, you didn't have more stamps in your passport than me. You don't have more experience than me. And it was starting to look like one of the Jadakiss things where you got guys who are really, really good, but the industry is shutting you out because you have a real voice. You know what I mean? I'm not operating off of clout, and I'm not operating off of your views. I'm validated, real street cred. You know what I mean? So I believe that was also part of why they snatched my channel. You know what I mean? And people can always say, oh, no, you was probably clickbaiting and you was probably doing this. It was none of the above. And obviously I was sharing things about Trump. I was talking about the impeachment. I was talking about COVID and all kinds of things. And they said, let's get this Negro up out of here. And they sure did. They snatched my damn channel. And I mean, I'm being honest with you. I had literally, swear to God, over 900 videos. Did you hear me? 900 videos. And my channel, when people started to hear about me, it was going through the roof. Like my subscriptions, I'm averaging generally about a month, about 100 to 120 subscriptions. They're coming like that. Now, and like I said, they just knocked me out of the box, man. I would have probably been having promoters right now and having people, donate to the channel and, having endorsements and all that stuff. But it's okay. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. But guys, I'm really serious about us cleaning up the sport of boxing. And people like Mauricio Sulaiman, just so y'all know, spread the word. Guys, Errol Spence does not want to fight one-time Keith Thurman. The WBC is forcing us, spreading fake news. And guess what? You're going to come to find out. We're going to start negotiations back with Crawford if we haven't already. And somehow, little by little, you will keep seeing the Thurman fight getting pushed back, and you'll start to hear Fanon. You'll start to hear Blue Bloods. I don't know if this Thurman fight going to happen. I told you it wasn't going to happen. You see what that say right back there, TCU? I told you from the beginning, guys, the fight was not going to happen because they're forcing us into it, okay? I'm not going to get after Al Heyman, even though Al Heyman could step up for us and just tell Mauricio no. He said no, but Al has to watch himself, okay? Al needs, boxing is about friends. You can't shit on HBO. You're going to pay for it. You better not crap on pay-per-view. You're going to pay for it. You better not crap on Showtime or any of the sanctioned bodies. Guys, it's just not a good business practice, right? So Spence has to tread lightly. Again, even though we don't want this fight, just so you know, we don't want it. And we're going to nicely and politely let them know that, guys, we're not taking the fight. You're going to have to find somebody else. I'm very, very sorry. The fight is just not going to happen. I told you that first. And when Crawford was going up against, Spence was supposedly going up against Crawford, I told you the fight wasn't going to happen. It didn't make no sense. Everything about it sounded suspect. I told you that. And then guess what? Miraculously, oh no, phenomenal. Breaking news, not phenomenal. Others, it's confirmed. They just need the venue. Make sure the popcorn shows up on time. I said, guys, that fight is not getting made. It just didn't make no sense. And I didn't need to hear that from Mayweather. I knew the fight wouldn't have got made because Mayweather was involved. Now, he can't have Terence Crawford getting the undisputed because he would pass Mayweather. Oh, look at this here. Spotify, guys, I don't forgot about y'all was on here. Guys, how y'all doing out there in Spotify world? Damn, guys, I love you guys. Spotify is such a good. Now, the reason why I said I forgot about Spotify because I only get an hour's time right now on the podcast for Spotify. Okay, you go over. We're at 40 minutes. Cool. We're recording for Spotify, right? Guys, please, that's another thing. Please follow me on Spotify, guys. We get a chance to talk a little bit, just like on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. We get to say what we feel. Twitter has got open season right now. You know what I mean? You can talk hella reckless on there now. Free speech is back. We bringing the 80s back. Can't do that on Facebook. That's why I think I might even just tell Facebook I'm straight. I don't want to deal with you guys anymore. You're not giving me any money. I can't get it monetized per se. And it's just real weird. And then who said I can't, but I don't want to? Not for me. Even though I love Facebook, I've been with those guys for quite a bit. But there's so many politics. And like I said, depending on what side of the fence you're on, if you just are interested in liberal, they love you. If you're not, get your behind up out of here. They're not going to deal with you. Supporting Trump, you're a Republican. Nah, we'll pass. So you got to be very careful and tread lightly when you're dealing with these people. Because, again, they will cancel your butt in a heartbeat, man. These people are serious, man. They are all about cancel culture. They're the woke culture, and they mean business, bro. They want to stop anybody who's saying anything different than their narrative. Do you understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people are starting to learn and come over to the Republican side. Come over to the force. Come over to the dark side, guys. We're the ones giving you Kyrie Irving. We're the ones giving you, I guess, Kanye West. I don't know sometimes what Kanye's doing, but, he's entertaining nonetheless. But we the ones telling you the way it is. We're keeping it real with you. You understand me? We telling you about the fake news media. And, they don't really like that. So people like us get made into conspiracy theories. We believe in free speech. We believe in guns. You understand me? We believe in you having the right to do what you want. We believe in you controlling your children in the school. The school ain't telling my damn kids what to do. That's what we believe over here. They don't tell you that part. You see what I'm saying? These just the racist guys. Negro, please. We believe in the damn Constitution. We don't believe in this fascist movement that's going on where you get canceled for sneezing. Stop. So I want Maurice out of here. I'm gonna give you another reason why I want him out of here. One, you've been in control for too long. You understand? And you don't represent the demographic or the whole entire body of boxing. All of these sanctioned bodies, no disrespect, they're in Latin countries. You understand me? Why can't one of them be in Ghana? For real. Why can't one of them be in Nigeria? Why can't one of them just move your ass to Texas, Fort Worth? Make it easy for some of us. We don't even ask questions like that. I'm not here to just beat up Bud Crawford. I don't give a damn about Bud right now or Thurman. We're talking about Spence in the AT&T Stadium and Jerry Jones. There's a lot of things I don't like that's happening right now, and I'm not going to go nuts about it, but, I need some answers here. And you guys have got to help me out. Go to my Instagram, for real, and follow it. Ebony Republicans. Go to Spotify and hit follow. Ebony Republicans. Follow me there, guys. And even on TikTok, Ebony Republicans, we're there. All of these platforms at some point is going to go through the roof. Trust me, we're going to make our way. We're going to get it. And everything will start working itself out. And again, I'm opening up the platform. As you see right now, I'm not trying to stop anybody. I want to go against guys like E Thriller and all these cats out here who's talking and speaking for Crawford and Thurman. Bring your tails over here. Come on over here. You guys are talking that talk. Well, come on over here so I can put the jab on you just like Spence, just like Thurman. Like we do on Crawford. Guys, listen, I've always loved to be the underdog. And I've been into about 36 states. I've been around quite a bit. Come from New York. I've been on Rikers Island. I got a resume. And I was there to see the Bloods and Crips form and all kinds of stuff. I watched the payphone disappear. I am in some cases becoming a dinosaur. I saw Atari disappear. So you better be careful when you're talking to me. And we're not going to have one of those crazy channels where everybody up here cussing and acting a damn fool. We'll have some intelligent conversations. But I'm going to tell you like this. They are scared of me. I'm going to keep it real with you. That's why I could be, and I understand the FBI may have not understood my intentions and where I was going, but I'm going to tell you this. They scared of me. And I'm not talking about law enforcement. I'm talking about parts of America is scared of guys like me who, I don't depend on you for everything. I'm not a Democrat. I don't follow the suit. I'm not going downstream. I'm going upstream, right? People like me, they get offended by, they get uncomfortable by. I got a voice. I will write a letter to the WBC. They feel I'm dangerous because I take care of my kids. We got to find a way to trip them up. It's sad. This is where we are, and this is just me, talking a little bit too much at this point, but just telling it the way it is, by the way. Now we're going to get the hell up out of here. Guys, let's see what time we're going to come back on. Let's do a 10 o'clock show. Give people some time to, get their things taken care of and, put the kids to bed and whatnot. Spend a little bit of time with your wifey, your girlfriend. Give them a little bit of time. And again, I don't mean to be disrespectful and offensive to Maurice. Let me just be fair and say, I just want you out. Okay. I'm not going to call you some underhanded guy who's taking steroids and, you're doing some really, really, really underhanded crap. I'm not going there. I don't feel that, the man is, sneaking in fentanyl or nothing like that. So don't get me twisted. But I do think that he is abusing his power. And I think I want the public to know that this is not Errol Spence Jr.'s doing. We don't even want to hear Terence Crawford name. And he was not the mandatory. Okay? You guys, it's like you walk in the bank and you're trying to rob the sport of boxing, and he slip a note in there and says, hey, put the money in the bag and don't act stupid because I got to, I'm the WBC. I run things. Hurry up. Just look in there. He just, come on. And this is what he did to us. He came in, moved the WBA out the way, screwed Jerron Boots Ennis, screwed Amanda Stanionis, right? And then you go call up Mike Carpenter and ESPN because they're going to do your bidding. And you out here spreading rumors. And even if, did y'all hear him when he was talking? I forgot the name of that damn channel. But he's sitting up there. This guy knows all the ravioli sitting here. And he's talking about, so the fight is going to be sanctioned. And then, we're supporting it. He never said the fight is in a bag. It's going to happen on this date. Because guess what? He's going out capping for one-time Keith Thurman, hoping he can garnish enough buildup to where Spence just say, okay, I'll do the fight at some point. Here's the date. Now, remember, I told you, Spence never said that he was going to fight in April. Maurice said that. The YouTubers said that. The WBC. Now, I'm a WBC guy. I got a little bit of stocks in the WBC. I ride for the WBC. I'm not with the WBO. I'm not with the IBF. I might need to jump ship and go to the IBF, switch up them green gloves and get them the hell up out of here. The way y'all behaving. But I'm not with those guys. I'm with the WBC. But I don't like the way it's running. I'm not with the PBC. That's interesting about me. I am a Spence fan, but I'm on Top Rank. Just so you know how I'm coming. And I'm a southpaw. That's how I'm coming. I'm not going with the usual. So don't try to put me in those categories. Don't try to run up either. Run up on me at the light, you can lose your life. You're supposed to be smoking that loud with crack. You heard what Jay said. But we want Mauricio Sulaiman to be impeached. I want him out of here. I'm not lying to you. I'm keeping it real with you. I want Maurice out of here. And I gave you my reasons why. I believe, as I said, he's taking liberties that he has no reason. And I told you how long he's been in boxing. Let's go to the website too. WBCboxing.com. Look at him sitting up there. He's got a nice blue suit on, nice blue tie, looking like Uncle Paulie. As soon as you come to the site, you see him right there. Bang! He's got the mic in his hand, President of boxing. Guy was born in 1969, right? He's got his mother and his brothers and all this information there. Good Lord. He's got a big old picture of Muhammad Ali and a bunch of black guys, up on the page and whatnot. Today's Muhammad Ali, the king of boxing, he was born on the 17th of January, which was yesterday. And yes, and I should have done, especially on Dr. King's Day as well. We did something on Dr. King's Day, but we should have done something for Muhammad Ali. That one slipped me. I kind of got caught up. We should have done that. But I'm looking up, and I'm going to stay on this site for now on. Let me make sure that I add this one to Bingo to, all right, Mauricio Sulaiman and them boys. There you go. Add this to my favorites because we gotta keep up. What's going on in the latest news, guys? I'm gonna have all of this stuff ready to go for you guys. Just trust me. I got my little tech coming, and I got my mods coming. Okay, and so we're gonna keep up with what's happening. WBC was celebrating Dr. King's Day on the 17th, along with Muhammad Ali's birthday. Don Joseph Sulaiman, they're celebrating the life of this man. So the WBC is just, I don't know. I'm really just not happy with what they're doing. They got their ranking system. Go to the website, guys, and familiarize yourself with what's happening, so you can honestly start to understand what we're talking about, and why we're saying the things that we're saying. And again, like I said, when we start to have these conversations, they got Tyson Fury sitting there, and they have the different weight classes. You see Saul Alvarez up there, and all of the guys. Where's Spence? Let's see what we find. Okay, we got Spence right there, the welterweight. Right now, Thurman is not up here because Thurman does not belong up there. But I wish I could show you guys this. Let's click on Spence in the welterweight. All right. So they got Spence, born March the 3rd, 3-3 in 1990. Spence is a very young guy, and they got the rankings. Now look, oh my God. Listen, I wish you guys can see this. Keith Thurman is number 1. Virgil Ortiz Jr. is number 2. Interesting, the WBC. I'm not going to go there. I want to say something, but I'm not. Eudenis Ugas, I wish he was number 1, but he's number 3. Cody Crawley is number 4. Guys, this is just outrageous. David Avanesian is number 8. Now, this is the guy from Armenia who just fought Bud Crawford. Jesus Christ. Guys, I'm really serious, man. I mean, there's so many things that is they got Spence, and any one of us could do this, but I'm gonna keep my mouth closed on this one. This is not cool, man. And so all of these guys, so the rankings go all the way down to number 40. The least ranked is Jean Miguel from Spain. Okay. He's way at the bottom of the list. Now, these are guys who are all waiting in line to fight against Errol the True Spence Jr. Let me open up this tab. You guys got some time? Let's hang out for a little bit. I'll give me a few more minutes. Let's go over to WBO. Okay. So I just got alerted by Spotify that it's time to end. Right? Okay. Chill. All right. All right. Let's just bring it down. There's no need to get too outrageous. Okay, so cool. We ended that. And after you get past about an hour, Spotify wants you to take a hike. And so we're good on that. Guys, let's go and check out. We're going to open up a few tabs here. And I should do this in the very beginning. WBO. I should have done this in the very beginning because these are what we're going to start doing is we're going to start talking about this right now. Okay, the World Boxing Organization. This is another tab I'm opening up under the WBO. Now, this is another sanctioning body. These guys are not. Now they got a nice. This is better. You don't see a picture of the president of their boxing organization. Bing, it looks like a regular website, and so let's go to the WBO, and I'm looking for their rankings. Okay, now where the hell is Terence Crawford? Upcoming fights. Okay, so they got Terence Crawford right in the front. And this looks like a whole boxing. I haven't been on the website in a while. This looks like a sports boxing channel. You know, you go in there, kids, drugs free, and you know, all this nice stuff. And they got the upcoming fights and whatnot, things that nobody even really, no disrespect, barely care about. They got their regulations, their rules and whatnot, negotiation letters, champion committees, and we need to all be a part of. Make sure you get your membership and everything, and you stay a part of. Let me see, boxing news to keep these people on their toes, because I know I will be doing that. And let's take a look. All right. So Crawford on this specific organization, because Spence is the number one guy in the rest of them, including the WBC, IBF, and WBA. But Spence, Terence Bud Crawford, the other main champion next to Spence, he is the guy at the WBO, right? So the WBO is also having to back and support Charlo because he has all of the belts. Now, just so you know, guys, when you have all 4 belts, all organizations are supposed to be riding with you, right? So the WBO doesn't have much of anything, the one that I'm on right now, about Errol the True Spence Jr., because he don't have one of their belts. Crawford has their belt. Just so you know. And I got a lot of new people who's coming into boxing right now. That's the reason why I'm explaining things the way I am. And I'm trying to get to their ranking system. Okay, organization, year, month, category, search. All right, there we go. And guess what? If some of us don't step up and demand that we know what's going on, then don't complain. Don't come up later talking about, this is not fair and that's not fair if you're not going to step up and say nothing. You know what I mean? If you're not going to step up and, want to know, they got their phone number there, the information, you got to, So San Juan, Puerto Rico is where they're located. Again, none of them is in Harlem or Black Bottom, Detroit. And again, I'm not trying to be messed up or racist. It's just like, yo, this is crazy, guys. I'm serious, man. It's hard to even. It really is. All right, let's see what the IBF is doing. There's nothing special happening over here at the WBO. I don't even like to look at them right now because they're not even forcing Terence Crawford to do nothing with his belt. They're letting him run like a chicken with his head cut off. All right, so the International Boxing Federation, that's what they call. Again, guys, these other sanctioning bodies are operating like professional boxing organizations, right? You don't see a big picture of the owner, hey, I'm Mauricio Sulaiman. On these networks, you see, okay, so look at, what? Huh? Let's back up there for a second because I know I didn't see what I just thought I saw. Okay, let's go to the IBF rankings. And we're going to go to IBF rankings for the weight class. Okay, cool beans. I love it. I'm loving it. Because I'm looking for Jerron Boots Ennis right away because he's up next over here. So I'm going to take some time later on to go through a lot of this stuff. And tonight, when we come on to talk, I'm going to have a lot more things to talk to you about. You see Deontay Wilder. All right. Bet. Jerron Boutinez. Bet. So we're going, like I said, we're going to go through a lot of this. And we're going to get you ready to have some conversations, guys, because like I said, if you're not informed, a lot of this stuff might go over your head. And I'm going to keep these tabs up until later tonight. The WBA, we're going to have a good old conversation. I guarantee you that. We're going to get to it. Let's see what the WBA's got going on. World Boxing Association. All right. Guys, you gotta see this. You can't make this shit up. You go to all of the boxing tabs that I have up. This is the WBA. Probably doing too much. Sorry. Bear with me. A little unorganized. Gotcha. All right. We'll get all this straightened out. Sorry about that. But when you go to this website, as I said, it is a very professional boxing, a bunch of people there, different weight classes. You go over to the IBF, and let's go to the homepage. That's what the homepage looks like. It's IBF. Professional, right? So we just want to let's go back to IBF. Okay, the WBA, excuse me. And let's go to, okay, that was the homepage. Okay, now let's go to the WBO or the WBC. Look how their homepage look, right? That's what that beautiful belt looks like. Look at it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's go to the WBO. This is what the WBO looks like. Again, professional, bunch of stuff on it, different, things like that. You get on there, you see good old boxing channel. Now, what happens when you go to the WBC? And let's pull that back up. What do you see on the WBC? Good old Maurice, right? Now let's go to their boxing channel. This just shows you how this guy thinks of himself. He thinks, look at him. This is their page. Look what he say. What do you say? Look at that guy. It's the first thing you see on their homepage, Maurice. Not the boxers, not a bunch of different weight classes and, a bunch of different, you see this guy. This is what he thinks about himself. He thinks he's the grand dragon, the grand cyclops. Go to the website yourself and take a look at Mauricio, the WBC. This guy believes he's larger than life. Okay? And we got a guy like him who's the president of the WBC, who's supposed to be for all communities, all races, or whatever the case may be. Guys, if you don't see this, I'm asking you, what are you in the sport of boxing for? What are you, what is this to you? You see what I'm saying? This is just ridiculous. It's all about him. He's the guy calling the shots. He's the guy maneuvering things. Now, again, those different tabs I showed you about the different organizations, they're their own thing. But with this guy, he thinks that he's in charge of all of them. We need to get into that. Well, guys, we're gonna get the hell up out of here because I am getting kind of hungry, and I got some nice spaghetti, vegetarian spaghetti, thanks to a really awesome cook. Really awesome cook. God has been good. Really awesome cook. We'll be on later, and we're gonna be crunk tonight because everybody gonna be in the building tonight. You know, these boys, they come out and they be ready to argue at nighttime. Good Lord, there's always something going on. I'll keep my mouth closed. Oh man, boy, guys. Listen, we're gonna get up out of here. We had a little bit of fun. I wanted to tell you again about Mauricio Sulaiman. And again, I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not trying to be angry. I'm not a bitter guy who want my money back. I'm not doing that. We out of here, though. This is crazy. Peace and blessings, guys. Unbelievable. We didn't do any cussing, just in case if my mom's watching. Or my kids, because they're always watching. They're nosy little kids, you know. They're always in my business. Dad, what you doing? What you doing in Egypt? Dad, what you doing out in Germany? Who's that lady? You know? Especially if you got daughters, they think they own their father. You know what I mean? Young Hoffa, we out of here. Let's get Mauricio up out of here. Get his tail impeached. Guys, I'm Clyde Yorkshire. Love you.